Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hisui podcast. I'm Wolf Tycho, and I'm here with Caterade 5, Nurse Ethi, and Tomix 9 Tomix.
Hello.
Hey there.
We might look a little bit different today. I mean, it's just I have a new setup.
I got a
Oh,
cold.
don't worry about it. I'm just feeling a little bit sick, actually.
Got a haircut.
Yeah. Of course.
You did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry,
that's my bad, actually.
That's all.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about some interesting topics today. Some new fan game news.
Like we always do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the Relic Castle has a spring game jam go. EV Expo
Relic
has
Castle?
EV Expo.
Oh, Relic Castle. Oh, you're gonna.
I've never heard of Relic Castle. That's like that Gen 5 place, right? EV Expo has a spring game jam. It's first time doing a spring one, right? Yeah.
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 But sponsored by the Macros Cosmos. Yeah, they're fantastic.
That is
In
right.
fact, my microphone is from Macro Cosmos.
Loki, I have
that
actually
right?
not looked at this.
You
I'm gonna
have?
take a little
You haven't
look.
looked at it.
No.
You didn't do any research before this.
Okay, to be fair, I got home like an hour ago.
It's
Oh.
been up for what, almost 15 hours.
Oh, well, I had a busy day, okay? Don't worry about it.
It's fair. No, I just felt like it was kind of important.
Yeah.
It was I mean, it's the EV Expo game jam, and we're doing a new thing. It's the spring jam, and it's sponsored, and it's
I'm
this
sorry.
big ordeal.
I apologize.
Can't believe this.
We put a lot of work into writing that thread for the game jam.
Okay, so am I just
Or-
gonna be slandered?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
like
if you're
the
gonna
entire
keep acting
time?
like this.
I can't
Oh.
believe this.
Nah, I guess you're just ignorant. It's fine.
Anyways,
What are we gonna talk about today on this podcast?
Guys,
What do we
yeah.
usually talk about? I forgot.
well, I mean, we literally have the capability to talk about whatever we want.
As we usually do,
Yeah, and
I
nobody's
guess
stopping
that
us.
is the freedom we have as podcast hosts.
Exactly. So, Persona 5 Royal is a game developed by Atlas.
Oh my god, I'm
Released on the
confused.
PS3. And then later on to PS5, later to Switch, Xbox, and all kinds of things. It's a fantastic game series. I could go on, but you guys haven't played the game, so.
I mean, I would love to hear about it.
It's a fantastic game series. Best explored when blind. So I shouldn't talk.
Okay, well
more.
then.
I've
Yeah, that makes
low-key,
sense.
I've actually never seen any footage from a Persona game. I'm gonna be so real.
I have one game in my Steam library, or one Persona game in my Steam library, and it's Persona 5 Royal. And
I see.
I've never opened it. I got it as a gift.
Open it.
Well, it's 40 gigabytes.
Oh, that's true.
Yikes!
I would have to.
Bro,
like,
what are they feeding that thing?
Bro, all games nowadays are 40 gigabytes plus. It's crazy.
It's over 100 hours also, long. It's a big game.
Have you checked how much space Candy Crush takes on your mom's phone? It's crazy. I mean, to be fair, Candy Crush has thousands of levels, but they wouldn't need to take up that much space, I would imagine. I don't know. But what I will say is my mom, she's at level 2000. She's crazy.
Okay, that's an addiction at that point.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, yeah, she
concerning.
did stop playing because she ran out of levels to play. So she was just waiting for Candy Crush to update the game with new levels. But now she plays a lot of like mobile games. She plays like Monopoly Go, which is also another like, you know, I mean it's one of those like cash grab games. Honestly, it's like not even Monopoly. It's just those classic mobile game, just cash grab. Like there's all these microtransactions and stuff.
Gotta love those.
It's just so. Yeah, I mean.
So I just got an Ekans from Wonder Pick. It's a card.
Oh my god, that's sick.
I know, right? It's gonna be great for my deck. That I totally have.
I haven't played that game in months.
I've never.
I don't even know. Like I think there was like 3 total like packs you could open when I played it. The 2 starter ones or whatever, and then the 1 extra one that came after, I think. But I was curious with you guys, cause Crimson, you said that you were working on a game for the insert name game jam.
Oh wait, yeah, we're all working on games, right?
Not anymore. I dropped out.
Oh,
Mostly because I want to.
You dropped out.
There's other things I want to do, fan game wise.
Yeah, that's.
I never
fair.
saw you post any progress at all. It was sad.
Because that's the thing. I never started.
Well, that I see how that would make sense. But
Yeah.
Because there's other things.
Nan, how's it going with your game?
It's certainly going. We're pretty like on pace right now, but I'm planning on locking in this weekend and probably mapping a good like at least 2/3 of the areas, honestly.
Yeah. You know that's like what I mean. I can't really take any credit for it because it was all Voltsion, but like when we were working on Shattered Light, in like that whole game jam, I had just started my job, so he was working on it alone, and he was mapping. The way we had it set up was like there's 40 days in a game jam, essentially like 41 or 42, and we had 40 maps in the game that we needed, like outdoor maps. That's just the outdoor maps, and then so we were like, okay, we gotta map 1 map a day, essentially, and so that's what he was just in the zone. That whole, I think he blacked out. He probably doesn't remember that period of time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I had a similar experience to Abstract, because I had to map. I was in marching band while I was making Abstract. I don't know how that happened, like how I got Abstract finished, honestly.
Yeah.
It should not have been
There's
finished.
sometimes you just like, you just get in the zone and then you don't even remember what you did, but you just finished the game.
Yeah, but getting in the zone for like
Especially
weeks straight.
Right, yeah, but I'm thinking more like specifically those last like 24 hours. Those are crazy. And like,
oh yeah.
I mean, that's the feeling of that like deadline crunch, like those last 24 hours is like, it's so thrilling. And it's so anxiety inducing. But it is when we've been the most productive, I would say.
Yeah, I can agree.
So
how's your game going for the instant name gen though?
Well, I'm working on it. I mean, I don't know if like I'm gonna release something, but I don't know if it's gonna be like exactly as I imagined. But that's the thing, like the way I'm developing it right now is like, basically very soon I'm gonna get to a point where I could release it. It would just not have very much content. So what I would just do after that is just make more content. So just until the deadline. Which
yeah.
So it's like I am gonna release it. It's just I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to actually implement all the ideas.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I don't know if you guys saw any of the videos that I posted of my game.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I think it's quite different from a lot of the other projects there. I guess
Yeah,
that's
a
just
bit.
me and Voltion's thing. We're just doing our own thing. We're not even.
Yeah.
We're not making Pokemon fan games. We just like to be around and make
Pokemon
games.
fan games? Nah. Connect 4.
Yeah, man. But it's also
Honestly, I
my game
respect
is
the
gonna have like Connect
creativity.
4 or 5 or 6 or however much. It's basically, I don't want to reveal too much because I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to like finish.
Uh-huh.
But it's basically, my plan is that it's gonna be like a roguelike Connect 4 thing with a bunch of new like custom special pieces and like passive abilities and shit.
Dude, that's
Like,
actually crazy.
basically Ballotro but Connect 4. So
Roguelike Connect 4. Never
Yeah,
heard of
I
that
mean-
before.
Yeah, I did not think I'd
no
be
one had
hearing
heard
that
of
today.
poker roguelike either before that was made, so I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
Got
I mean, somebody's got to do it first, I guess.
True.
yeah, I mean, I feel like there's kind of a trend, like I guess I don't know if you could call it a trend, but like there's a lot of people now taking like classic concepts, like game concepts that most people are familiar with, and then turning it into like a new experience.
Yeah.
Like
And
usually in the form
I
of a
love
roguelike.
that.
Like I saw someone turn just the calculator app into a roguelike.
How?
Like, well, the way it worked was you have like the numpad and everything, all the and the plus and minus and everything, and then like there's a number you're trying to get to. So like you click, for example, if it says 7, you click 4 and then plus and then 3, and then you get that. But then you use up the 4, and then you gotta recharge the 4 or whatever. I don't remember what the game. It was like right, roguelike calculator. It
Bro's
was
doing research.
I mean, all these YouTube videos are just saying they turned the calculator app into a roguelike, or what if the calculator was a roguelike? They're not saying the name of the game.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, it's Calculated. The name is Calculated.
Oh, I see.
It looks very similar in like in style to Ballotro, and I guess that's also what I'm doing with my project. Just it's a nice style, and I like it, but I'm trying to do my own thing as well. So,
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
it's been nice practice. Like I haven't really done a solo project in Godot before. I mostly have done stuff with Voltion, and you know, he's got his code conventions and all this and that, and I just want to do my own thing, and I just want to be creative. So
Yeah.
so it's kind of nice just learning Godot. It's amazing.
Loki, I want to make a project in Godot at some point. I feel like everybody
Yeah.
kind of just wants to like level up.
I mean, that's the thing, like, you know, when we were making fan games, we were saying, I was saying this in the episode that I was on here, but like when we were making fan games, we just kind of we were like saying we're gonna stop making fan games. We were saying that like for years before we actually did stop. But at that point when we did stop, it was like we had so many projects. We were working on a Last Wish 2 DLC, and we're working on a new Shattered Light update, and we're working on First Wish, and we're working on Pivot, and all these things. And then it was the first insert name jam that we were gonna participate in actually. And then we like booted up Essentials, and we started doing this thing. We tried to do multiplayer bullshit, and then we realized like what are we doing? Like we're not even in it for the Pokemon anymore. We're just in it for the game development. And
At that point, just make a game.
yeah. But that's also easier said than done. Like you gotta learn Godot. It's very much. It's a steep height to climb from like just eventing and you know and mapping and stuff in RPG Maker, but you know if you've done a bit of scripting in Ruby and like Essentials, then other languages come very easy. Or you know, I guess it depends on the language, but GD script, which is what Godot uses, is I would say very simple to learn compared to a lot of other languages. I mean, I got slack for this when I said this before from Bolsian. He was saying that's not true, but I'm saying comparatively, like to other things.
I mean, low-key, the only like really coding experience I've had is with Python.
Yeah, and that's the case for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I didn't even know how to code it. Like I think the only coding quote unquote experience that I had before Essentials was, you know, just making HTML pages, which isn't even considered coding, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, at the start I didn't know how to do anything in Ruby, but then, you know, I started learning that, and then was doing that for a few years, and then I tried Unity, and then did some cool stuff in Unity, but it never panned out because Unity sucks. So then when the big Unity scandal happened, we were like, okay, we're just gonna go to Godot like everybody else. And yeah, no, that's one of the best decisions we've made, honestly, because Jesus, I could never go back to Unity.
That's good.
Crimson, is there anything you want to add?
Huh?
No.
To that?
You want to contribute to the discussion?
I would love to.
Okay, yeah. You know, what do you want to talk about, Crimson?
I don't know.
Anything. I've been talking about Candy Crush and Godot for like, I don't know, 17 minutes.
You can literally do whatever, bro.
I don't know.
Okay, Crimson, what games have you made? Tell us a little bit about your projects. Give us some insight.
There's Battle Citadel and Battle Mountain, my battle simulator games, which are I think they're very fun. Battle Citadel's got its own like sub-building gimmick. I don't know if you played it, but it's got basically you can add more abilities to a Pokemon based on the Pokemon you obtain in the said game. And I think it leads to very interesting combinations if you're smart. And sometimes it breaks the game.
Cool. As all things does. But
my current main project is Pokemon Dungeon Exploration, which is going under a name change. Still on just, I think I pretty much decided on name, but still a secret. But yeah, that's basically my passion project.
Secret.
It's not really much of a big.
Are there any
about it?
Do you have any, like, if you don't want to say the actual name that you've like thought of, do you have any other names that you had on the list that you scrapped?
We had 2 names and they're basically the same.
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, I might as well. I might as well. I mean, it's not that dramatic of a change, basically, because Dungeon Exploration doesn't have dungeons, so it was kind of just randomly there. So since the point of the game is to go on exploration in this place called the Exploration, the game is going to be called Pokemon Embark Exploration, or Embark on the Exploration, something like that.
I see.
Right.
Okay.
So it makes more sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing a lot of changes to that game because it kind of got out of hand and I don't like how it is right now, so I'm probably going to be changing everything.
Oh, I feel that.
So far, I'm going through every single moveset of every single Pokemon that's in the game.
Jaw actually
That's
on the
like
floor.
one of those things. It's like one of those things that we did. I remember there was a period of time, like early 2021, when like Voltsion was releasing Beekeeper, and we were releasing Quantum, and like I released Bill's Experiments, and then after that, like I made Bill's Experiments in Gen 3, but for some reason, and the same thing happened with Quantum, that was like, I want to change this to be Gen 4. I don't like it being Gen 3 anymore. And like, you can't just do that. That's so much work to just change the entire art style.
Yeah.
So, you know, that never happened. We never did come out with a Gen 4 version. Except for Beekeeper, actually. Beekeeper did... I don't know if it released... It probably did. But it was actually updated to Gen 4, and that was for the better, I would say. God, that's so long ago. 4 years... I just looked at... I just looked at the year on my screen. Sorry, I just freaked out a bit.
The year?
Like in the corner of your windows.
You saw
like
2025?
Yeah. I was just like thinking, because I was just saying 2021, and I was just thinking like, yeah, that was like last year. But then, no.
Yikes.
I'm just old.
It's okay.
Comet's saying 2020 happened 5 years ago. It's been half a decade since that.
Fun fact, I was 11 during COVID.
What?
Yo.
That's...
I was a 5th
insane.
grader.
I mean, I was 17. No, yeah, or I was gonna turn 17. I did turn 17 in 2020.
Wait.
No, you're actually still 17.
Wait,
You've been
hold on.
17 for
Yeah.
years.
Does that make me the oldest one here?
I may
turned
need to
18.
talk to some people about that.
If
Wait,
you
how
don't
old
mind,
are y'all?
If you don't mind, yeah, I was about to ask.
Well, I was 17 in 2020.
Okay, so how about now?
Oh, so you're 6 years older than me. So you're 22?
I'm about to turn 22, yeah.
Hey, I can do math.
I'm the oldest one here. I am
Oh.
22.
Oh, I see.
When
I can't relate to that.
It's just weird. I'm never usually the oldest one. Even it's like it's not by that much, but still. That's wild.
I mean, there's...
Oh no,
okay,
you're
there's a
basically
lot
elderly.
of-
Like, you're basically gonna be going to a nursing home soon.
Dang.
Yeah.
When I think of young people in the community, I just think of like Andy and Nand.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think anybody else is as young as us.
Cause like wait, how old is Andy Wolf Tycho?
About to be an adult.
Right. So
On
I see.
7/7. He's got that funny.
That's crazy.
His birthday's
What?
funny. It's 7707.
no way.
That's what he said.
That's
I don't
sick.
know if this is public information.
It is now.
Well, he can edit it out.
That's
If,
true.
yeah.
We should.
he probably will if it's.
We should
not.
make sure
But
to tell him. Just in
It's
case.
fine.
Anyway,
So,
I'm gonna open a
but-
pocket TCG.
Oh my gosh.
Again?
bro.
No, I got Deckets was Wonder Pick.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
Bidoof, Bicho,
You don't find
Hey, I
our
got a-
conversation interesting at
I
all?
got a full arc
Yeah.
of Eye.
Oh, so you're like zoning out of our conversation. You're so bored.
No, I just wanted to do this.
No, I see how it is.
I'm
Like, it's
listening.
fine. No, like it's fine. Like, don't worry about it.
It's okay. Me and Nan, we can keep the conversation. You can just kind of be there, like in the background, like static.
Yo.
As
That's
it
fine.
is.
I mean, then say something. Like, do you have anything interesting? If you don't have anything interesting going on, like, just make up something.
Just make up something.
So I actually just went to jail.
Really?
Yeah.
Love to hear about that.
Oh, Jesus,
Yeah.
it's scuffed.
What do you mean? This isn't scuffed at all. Can you stop making fun of our quality?
This is the Hints of Hisui podcast.
Yeah, like I'd appreciate some respect actually. Like I actually can't believe your nerve right now.
Like what's so funny?
Can you explain?
I've never been the one to be attacked.
Oh, you're being attacked.
Usually,
already.
I'm the one that does it to people. That's a
Usually
joke.
you're the one that does the attacking.
Oh, so we're attacking people for fun. Okay.
So you see, on Nurse Ethy's YouTube channel, Discord, we got a thing called Night Talk at 12 a.m. EST.
Uh-huh.
That's where a lot of bullying happens there. Oh, jeez, my mic.
Have you guys talked about me?
Probably. Talk about everything.
All good
Probably
things,
good
of course.
things.
We play as attorney during the weekends.
That's
Otherwise,
true.
we usually do whatever. Mostly, sometimes playing Metaphor Fantasio. Fantastic game.
You know what is a fantastic game?
What?
Keep looking.
Isn't that a game that Voltion? Did you or Voltion make it? Or did both of y'all?
Well, well, I guess he made it and I contributed. We're both listed as developers on Steam.
I see.
So, but so that came out. That was cool. It's a little horror game. That's kind of short and
I actually
sweet.
saw that and I was like, honestly pretty impressed. I think that's cool.
I mean, the crazy thing is, like, he made that for a jam initially, like a 2-day jam, no less.
Dang!
Wow.
Bro logs in, my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in like Winter Jam 2, the one with the Beekeeper, like he made 5 games.
Yeah.
That's why they made the Voltion rule. The one that says that you can't have more than one project per person.
Imagine
So-
being so infamous that you have a rule made after you.
Yeah, that's just... You know, he just always looks for ways to piss off people. So that was very, like, personal. But the way I meant to say it is like, he's
No,
just
you actually
trying to
hate him.
find loopholes in all rules. You know what I mean?
I respect that, honestly. Like, that is funny.
You know, I haven't. No one has noticed yet, and I'm actually not sure if it's still the case. I need to double check this before I say something. Yeah, I'm gonna say something that hasn't been said before because no one has noticed. If you are in the EV Expo forum and you're on any thread that Voltion has replied to, there's a small Voltion logo in the very bottom right of this like entire webpage.
No,
Because
Charlotte.
he did some signature shenanigans with like position fixed or whatever, like in the actual corner of the webpage. It's like very faint. It's like 0.1 opacity.
Okay, honestly, iconic. Like, how does he just
I mean, it's
do that?
well, also because he knows that I'm the owner of the forum, so like he gets away with it. But like honestly, the reason I didn't remove it is because I just wanted to see if anyone would notice, and no one has. And you know, he's been trying to reply to as much as he can. Like, just no one. I mean, maybe some people noticed, but they just didn't say anything. But like, at least no one has said anything. So, I don't know. Dude's just crazy. Dude, why is there so many ads on this forum now?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Become part of the solution. Macro Cosmos. The sponsors put ads on the forum, I guess.
I see.
Yeah.
Loki?
But
Oh my
Loki?
gosh, I just said it again.
Loki.
No,
You've been saying
no.
it.
like the guy, like the.
It's
from
your
Norse
catchphrase.
mythology?
Honestly,
Or from Marvel?
while on conversation,
Loki?
my favorite or not, I'm not gonna talk. Like, it's fine.
What? No, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay, anyways, my least favorite parts of game jams is finding tiles to use. Like, I absolutely hate having to find good tiles.
Yeah, okay, but and I've thought the same thing. Like, it's just like you gotta, you know, if you Google tile sets, you just find the most basic ass like tile set compilations, and then so you gotta start going through like DeviantArt places, and it's just
such a hassle.
You know, and then also the problem with like having you could look at like some game on EV Expo and then look at the credits, but they just have all the tiles in one list, right? So you don't know which tiles belong to which creator.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that was the thing with it was like, I guess it was in Pivot actually, because in Last Wish 1, which was made in 2021, we compiled a tile set. It was like mostly, you know, Magiscarf and like some other people, and it was like a list of maybe 15 creators. And then we made Last Wish 2, which, you know, we expanded upon that. And so like the list probably tripled in size because the game quadrupled in size.
Yeah.
And then we took that same exact tile set and used it in First Wish with some changes. With then additional people added because we had to get some new tiles. And then we used that because we pivoted from First Wish as a project to Pivot.
Yeah.
We just use the same thing, so it's like the tile set, like the tile set credits in the credits is crazy. It's so long, and no one knows who created what. But I've been thinking about that. Like, what would you imagine is the most efficient way to find tiles then? Like, is there a system that you have in mind for, like, there could be a database of some sort, or like
Loki, a tile? Oh my gosh, it's just involuntary. I think a tile set database would honestly be pretty useful.
You know, maybe we're cooking. You know,
Maybe
there
we
could be
are.
like
I feel
there
like a
could be,
database
you
for,
know,
sorry.
No, you're good.
So I've actually had a thought about this, because with the resource, like in the resources, you kind of just have to scroll through and hope you can find something.
Yeah.
It would be great if there's like a way to sort things out, like quality of life or battles, overworld. So like
right. I mean, there's like tags, but I don't know if they're used very much in resources. But regardless, what the idea I had is you could have like a database of some sort where you go in, and then if you're looking for a tile set, you can filter by like indoor or outdoor and Gen 4, you know, Gen 3, whatever, and then you can filter by all these things, and then I guess that would be the only things you need to filter on. But maybe there's more. But
Environments.
I think that would be useful because then you could have specifically the creators themselves upload the tiles with the credits, just so there's no. I wouldn't want like someone who maybe doesn't know to upload a tile set with like wrong credits, because then people are gonna add those credits to their game, and that's gonna be wrong, and then it's gonna just a whole mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that something like that would be cool. I guess a database like that is something that I would make in an afternoon if I'm on Adderall, but you know, it's fine.
Real.
I guess I'm surprised no one has actually done that yet. Maybe we're also just dumb and someone has already, but we just don't know about it because they're
That's
like,
quite
maybe
possible.
it's a thing in Poke community for like ROM hacking. Because oh my god, ROM hacking has been crazy the last few years. Like I see some ROM hacks and I'm thinking, oh my god, it's like Gen 4 style. That must be like PSTK or Essentials. And then like I look at it and then like the resolution's like GBA. I'm like, what? No way. And they have like, you know, I mean that was a while ago, but they like had the I mean, I guess some people did make following Pokemon scripts in ROM hacking like years ago, but I think it became like a public resource or something recently because I see a lot more ROM hacks using it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's I'm not too into the ROM hacking scene. Like I don't.
Me neither.
I've never really known much, but like from the videos that I've seen of, you know, compilations and all that and like playthroughs, some of those games look crazy.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you think about that it's a ROM hack and like they're coding it with like not Ruby. I'm not qualified to talk about it.
Well, we can talk about whatever actually, but
No, yeah, you're right.
yeah.
It's true.
I think I already know Crimson's answer, but what would y'all say is your favorite game and why?
Persona 5 Royal.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good
Okay, why,
game.
though?
It's so
Give
good.
me an explanation, like sell it.
Give me a topic for like.
What do you mean?
I don't know how
What?
to explain this. I'm terrible at selling things.
Well, okay.
I don't know.
So
like
you
you're
tell
writing
me
an
that I
essay
need
on
to
this.
play Persona 5 Royal, and I ask you why. Then you can't just say it's good.
Yeah, you can't be like, I don't know, it's fun.
I'm terrible at explaining
I need
things.
proof. I need evidence.
You need to convince me. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, well the game is just looks fantastic. It's like it's really well made looking, and there.
There you go.
I don't want to explain. I don't.
I mean, that was one thing.
I'm terrible at explaining things.
Yeah.
The characters are just like very, very relatable, and like especially the more like the beginning characters. Ryuji Sakamoto is very like. I feel like a lot of people relate to him. Just like, but I don't know how because I'm terrible at explaining things.
Okay, so I'm assuming what you're trying to get at is a good story, probably.
It's a fantastic story.
Uh-huh.
The gameplay is great. Messing around with personas is so easy in that game compared to the other Persona games. Doesn't mean they're bad, but like this one, You can build personas, like build for personas very quickly, and it's very fun to do. It's just all their menus are stylistic. It's everything about the game is stylistic. It's just.
I mean, I assume so. It's a game.
Well, yeah, but like, just like for Pokemon games, the menus are pretty simple, mostly just comp boxes. But Persona has just fluid animations. It's hard to tell without showing.
That's fair.
No, I mean, I've seen the game. I think I know what you're talking about.
I've seen like a few clips, and
The voice acting, the English voice acting especially, is just fantastic. One of my favorite VAs for that game is Robbie Damon. When his voice, like his performance as a Akechi, is just fantastic. I just love it. It's great.
That's good.
I would really recommend it. I'm not very good at selling the game. I'm trying my best.
I mean, let's just say it's so good you can't even explain it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like you're put at a
Like,
loss
can't
for
even-
words.
It's like how people try to explain God. He's just good. What?
I'm comparing Persona to God.
I mean, well, I was just like the phrase of like not being able to, because it's so good you can't really explain. I mean,
I see the vision.
yeah.
Another draw to the game is that its main color. Every Persona game has like a main color. This one's Persona 5 is red. My name's Crimson. I love red. It's my favorite color.
I see.
So it's
Oh,
Red's a good color.
I mean, my favorite Pokemon is Larvesta, and it's got red on it. Not a problem thing. I also have the life-size Larvesta. It's on my bed right now.
Oh my gosh.
It is three.
How much did it cost?
$437.
400.
$37.
My brother, you could have
It was worth it,
invested in so much more.
Okay, but I want Larvesta.
Fair enough, I guess.
Look, I'm happy about
argue
it.
with that.
I'm not gonna purchase any more life-size Pokemon anytime soon.
You better not.
It's because
You
it's
can't
my
after you just
favorite
spend all
Pokemon. It's
your
like
money.
it's my favorite Pokemon, and I missed out my chance of getting the Sitting Cutie one, so I got Larvesta.
you know what I do want, even though I don't really care much for the Pokemon itself, is a life-size Snorlax plushie. Like one of
That's
those
fair.
Oh,
like big fucking.
How big is Snorlax?
Oh, he's a big fella.
I mean-
Snorlax is huge.
Yeah, exactly. You can sit like it's like one of those. What do you call it? Those like bags.
It is 6'11" in height.
Yikes.
That is tall.
I think most of its size doesn't come from its height though.
I mean, how else would
I'm
you
not
guess
fat
it?
shaming.
Oh no, I
But-
am.
I'm pretty sure Snorlax
Right.
is just tall.
Like he's a little big. I think we can admit that.
No, this is funny. Its weight is my birthday.
No, he is big. You're right.
1014. My birthday is 1014. That's convenient.
Wow.
Oh, we're all just like doxing people and like each other's birthdays. Like,
That's
Yeah.
my birthday.
well, why would you like dox your birthday?
It's not a secret. I don't think.
No, you're right.
I don't think saying your birthday is really gonna do much for doxing.
Guys, here's my birthday. Come find me.
Bring me a present.
You're invited to my birthday party. Yo, I've
I-
been making a map
no.
in the back. Huh?
No.
Okay, anyways, I've been making a map in the back of this call, and low-key kinda cooking.
You've not been making a map while in the call.
And never mind, I've not been making a map while I've been in the call.
Like, I'm sitting here, I've got OBS and Discord main monitor. I'm staring right at it, at the camera. Like, I've been staring at the like straight into the lens of the camera the whole time.
I just have Discord closed out.
Yeah. No, I like when I'm talking specifically in the in a setting like this. I like being able to like just look at the when I don't have anything else I'm doing, obviously, is like looking at the little green circles light up when you guys are talking.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
It's like it's one of the, I guess it's an indicator for me to not talk when you guys are talking.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because this whole time I haven't been able to hear you guys. I have my headset muted, so I just know you're talking when the green circle lights up.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, Nan did ask about like what's your favorite game and listen
Yeah.
why.
Do share with the class.
Well, I have a very simple answer and a more not simple answer.
Okay, give both.
And the simple answer is Minecraft, because it's like, I think it's the most, I started playing Minecraft when I was 8 years old, and at that point you were 2 years old, but I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah.
And so, but like, and I played it, basically every day for years. And I mean, I sometimes still play Minecraft. It's just one of those timeless games that it's just, I don't think it, if it ever dies, it's specifically because it was killed. But at at that point, like, it seems like Microsoft is trying to kill it with like Bedrock Edition and all that. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, like, I just, like, honest to God, I think I would say it is, it is the, highest selling game. But also like, but I would say that it is the best game.
Yeah, I definitely see where you're
probably
coming
ever
from.
Because it's just, the gameplay, even from the start, like maybe even especially from the start when there was like very little in the game to actually do, it just drove a lot of creativity.
Yeah, and it's such like a timeless game.
Yeah, and like, if you play any other game that is like updated as, I guess, technically like a live service game, you could say like Pokemon Red and Blue, you could go back and play those and it's like, it's still good. But like, I'm thinking more so like a game that is being updated constantly. There's few games that people would want to go back and play like the alpha version of it.
Yeah.
Like it would just be empty. But like I think also a lot of the reason Minecraft blew up and the reason it is so as popular as it is it's like the players that make the gameplay mostly.
Yeah.
Especially at the start when there was no end, there was no ender dragon, like there was no end objective, which even in today's standards, the end is like the start of the playthrough.
Yeah.
Then you have to go get the elytra and all that and go to start making farms and shit. It's just there's something about that's like also kind of old, right? Like at this point, you know, you watch one of those videos on YouTube where they go like they play hardcore or whatever, and then they chop down a tree and then they go to the end and you know, get an elytra. They can fly now. They have rockets, and they start making machines that just give them everything they ever need, and now they're just idle. It's just an idle game.
Yeah.
It's there's like a formula like that where you start off, you explore a bit maybe, but you don't really need to explore because there's tools out there to tell you where everything is. And then I started off saying how great Minecraft is, and now I'm just like saying how like boring it is. But no, it's, you know, all the mods and maps that have been made and by the community. It's just, I think it wouldn't be anywhere close to where it is without like the community support, I guess, like with custom maps and texture packs and mods and all that.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
But you know, in back in the day, you know, we were playing. We would play like with friends on a server and just survival, and then you know you started getting servers like PvP servers and all that, like Hypixel and.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just sort of became almost like its own, because you have like some servers like, I would say, Hypixel, which almost could be considered its own game, and Minecraft is the engine. Because like it's when you think about like Bed Wars, that's not really Minecraft, that's just Bed Wars.
Yeah.
So I think the way it's worked with like this community support, like it's just made it into almost just an engine. I would say it's kind of interesting. It's like kind of like Roblox, right? And like how what Fortnite became after a while.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
So, but like, yeah. I think it's just, I don't think it's a hot take to say that Minecraft is definitely like one of the greatest games of all time.
Yeah. Especially like their drop system that they're doing right now, where it's just smaller updates to like things.
Yeah.
That have existed for years.
That's like how it started. I mean, that is how it started, you know. When the game was initially made, it was just like weekly updates. We're just like, oh, we just added one thing now. Here's a new item, you know, awesome. And like then they started feeling the need to make it a whole event and like making this whole ordeal. We gotta add all of these new dimensions and all of these new mobs and all this shit. It's like, no, you don't really need to do that. You know, I don't think.
You finished.
I don't think people enjoyed the game more than they would have if you didn't add all those things.
I didn't feel like...
Maybe like...
Oh my god.
I'm not... You can interrupt me.
No,
I'm just yapping.
With the updates, I definitely felt like there was a disconnect between each update. Like, they didn't really feel like they connected well to each other, like, to fit into a world. Like, they all feel very separated. If that makes sense? Where I feel like these new drops are like adding more to the environment and making the world feel more like connected. Like there are different variants of pigs, so it's like these pigs explored and then they adapted to their new environments.
I like the idea that they can just like drop an update saying, "Hey, some pigs look different now," and that's it. That's the update, and people are okay with that. Like that's fine. We're that's awesome, right? It doesn't have to be this whole named thing with like. It's just yeah. It kind of frustrates me, but you know, obviously you got a lot of good updates from those big ones like the caves and cliffs.
I am a little disappointed that the Happy Ghast is a craftable mob. I really.
Okay,
I feel like
I
it'd be
agree
much more
with
fun
that.
if we like explore the Nether to find it.
I'm not caught up on the updates.
That's a new thing. There's a happy ghast that you
Yeah.
can craft
Well,
by killing
I
ghasts.
saw a picture of something. It was like but he looked sad in the picture I saw.
Yeah, he's sad, and then you revive him, and he's happy.
Like,
Yeah, you put some water on it.
I'm gonna send the picture, but it's just a very sad. Why is it spoilered?
Yeah, it's dried. They put water on it in the overworld, and it'll become happy after a while. Like 20 minutes, I think. Or
I'm glad you specified overworld because I was confused for
Yeah.
a second.
So yeah, it'll be.
I wonder.
And then you can ride it when you get like a saddle they can craft. But we can't craft saddles, but we can craft this saddle. Confusing.
You know, if you're playing modded, like anyone who's played modded knows that you can craft a saddle with the leather. But it's just crazy they haven't added that yet.
Yeah, like
to
leather
vanilla.
string, just feels pretty simple.
Yeah. You're right. One thing it is interesting is like, we're all game developers. From a game developer standpoint, why do you guys think they felt like they wanted the bed to explode when you try to sleep in the Nether?
Probably just not deal with day and night cycles. It's like if it just doesn't happen, what's a funny way of doing it? Explosion.
But like,
Well, I think it's because the Nether is supposed to be like an increased challenge from the overworld. You're supposed to not be able to respawn there, or in the case of the respawn anchor, it has to be difficult to obtain, like the ability to keep your location, keep your spawn, set your spawn.
I mean, do you really think they thought about that all the way like back then when they initially? Because I think the bed always exploded in the Nether since the inception of the Nether.
Oh, I don't know then. Maybe they were just feeling goofy.
That was back when it was just pretty sure it was just Notch doing the game. Or
Yeah,
it was a smaller dev
but
team.
because like the way I was thinking about it, like if it's, I don't think it would have anything to do with day and night cycles. I mean, because if you're in the Nether, you have a clock, which everybody has in Minecraft, a clock item. Then it just starts. I think it just starts spinning.
Yeah, it just
It
kind of wonky.
goes like day, night, day, night, day, night. Yeah. So there's obviously some weird shit going on with the day-night cycle in the Nether, but I think if I was the developer, I would just, you have the overworld, that's a dimension, and then the Nether is just another dimension, which I don't know how Minecraft is coded, but it seems weird.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's fair.
So. If anything, I'm not even qualified to talk about it because, I don't know Java either. And they probably are better game developers than me. I think it's maybe fair to assume.
I mean, you can still have an opinion, as we are on the Hints of a Suit podcast.
I'll have an opinion on that when I get, a best-selling game.
That's fair.
Yeah, it will happen one day.
I believe.
Manifesting it.
You got that. Just do it.
My Connect 4 game will pop off.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah.
So now, what's your favorite game? And why?
Oh, y'all. Okay. So, have y'all heard of Celeste?
I've heard of it. I've seen it. Full game.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Celeste is 100% my favorite game of all time. I'm literally listening to the Celeste soundtrack right now.
Why are you just doing anything but like focusing on the conversation?
I have this magical ability called multitasking.
Wait, what?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
Impossible.
I know. Yeah.
My head has a single CPU thread. It's just no, it doesn't work.
Okay.
No, I mean, like, I guess we're like an hour in now.
We did it.
Oh, yeah, we
As
are.
we
It's
usually
like
do.
around. It's around that time when we usually end, right?
Well, Dan hasn't
Like
explained.
if there's like
hasn't explained the Celeste. Now, I like to hear
Yeah.
that first before we end.
no. Does
Okay.
he need to explain that?
I wanna say a little bit about
We had to
Celeste.
explain our things.
Yeah.
All right.
So, like, I think literally every single notch of performance in Celeste is like perfect. Like, the gameplay is perfect. Like, it's a puzzle platformer that is metaphorical for the story. How, like, the main character is actually climbing a mountain, but that mountain is metaphorical of their mental health. Like, that's just so perfect. And then the player gets to experience that, and that little frustration, and also the growth in a puzzle platformer. Like, genuinely, like, chef's kiss. Like, that's perfect. And then, not to mention, the art, the music, like, it just enhances this experience so much. And, like, it's genuinely a life-changing game, in my opinion.
Life changing.
Yeah.
No, I've heard great things about it. I haven't played it myself, but I've seen like a lot of people play it, and I really want to play it myself because, but I'm more of a 3D platformer guy.
That's fair.
Which
And you know, I am too, but
made me
Celeste
realize-
surprised me.
it just made me realize that I never even mentioned my second answer to the question,
Oh, what's your second answer?
which is going to be short, even though I said that was going to be the more complicated one. But it's, I think, like in more recent years, I've gotten into Super Mario Odyssey.
I was
Speedrunning?
literally thinking that. I don't know how I read your mind, but I just like pulled that out of the back of my head. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
see
mean,
that
I
though.
guess
Odyssey's honestly kind of a perfect game.
It's very fun.
There's a lot of people that would disagree, sadly. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
that's fair, but like in my
And I was
opinion,
talking to some people about it, and like they were talking about like what was their favorite 3D Mario game, and then I was just like, I mean, maybe I'm biased because I have speedrun it for like 1,000 hours. But you know, I think Odyssey is awesome. And then they were like, "Oh no, Odyssey is flawed." And then I was like, "Okay, can you tell me, like, you know, why do you think that?" And then they sent me a link to a video essay explaining why Odyssey is flawed. Like, can you not have your own opinion?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, don't tell me that my opinion is wrong if you're gonna back it up with like a video essay that you, what, like what?
Yeah, that's a little frustrating.
But I think a lot of the main gripes that people have with it is that there's the main game is, I guess what basically what people are saying is that it's like it's not as full as it could be. Like, there's this formula where you're on the Odyssey and then it breaks and then you fall down to a new kingdom and then you fix it and then you go and then you land in a new kingdom and then you fix it and then you go into, you know, it's like, I guess it gets repetitive, but
I guess.
I think, you know, I mean, I only actually 100%ed the game after I started speedrunning it. like like years after actually. I was just doing the any percent. But like I think it's awesome. I mean, there's also, they were saying like that it's too easy, and I'm like, okay, well, there's easy moons to get and there's hard moons to get.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, but the hard moons to get are easy too. I'm like, okay, then you're just good at the game. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Suffer from success, bro.
Okay. Yeah, like if you're good at a game, it means it's bad, I guess. But I think that's like one of the best things about Mario games. It's very accessible to people who are just beginners, who have never touched a gamepad before, and then like people who are more experienced. And in Odyssey, like all of the challenging moons are optional.
Yeah.
And I think that's also like one of the, that's why probably why they're saying it's too easy, is like that all the moons. I mean, I don't even know how I would explain that, because like when you get to a kingdom, you can go pick up any moon you want basically. It's kind of open world in that kingdom.
Yeah.
Except for different game states and all that, but so like there's, you know, when you get to a kingdom, there's a certain amount of moons that you need to get to fix the Odyssey, and then there's like probably at least twice the amount that you can get by that at that point. So yeah, I don't know why people are complaining, but yeah.
All right. Guys, I think we could.
Our answers. We cooked. This was not. This was actually, I would say this was somehow a much better episode than all of the ones that we've done before.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think this is
Maybe
the best
it's your
episode.
haircut.
I love how much I contributed to this conversation.
You contributed
No, you've been here.
decent amount.
Yeah. Don't undersell yourself.
Yeah.
You've been a pleasure.
I definitely wish
Both
I
of
was
you.
better explaining Persona 5, because it
Thanks.
is a fantastic game.
I mean, just from your description, I'm gonna check it out. From your enthusiasm.
I definitely would say play the first part of the game, because it's great. I can't.
I mean, I usually say that about any game, is even if you don't think it looks interesting, just try playing it for like 10 to 30 minutes, and at that point you can say if you like it or not.
Yeah.
Or if you want to keep playing. Just try it, you know? Like, a game is a game.
Alright,
Yeah.
well. I think we're gonna call it there. Actually, I don't know how he ends these. Like, how does he end these?
Who's he?
Oh, how do
Between
I
you?
end them? Yeah, let me go.
Oh,
look.
no,
Do you know?
Oh, you have like, you have like like a script or?
Yeah. Wait, give me a second. Yo, I need you to talk for like a hot second.
Nope.
No.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. So
How's the weather?
we actually literally just say like peace out. So thank y'all for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.
Peace out, everybody. Bye bye.
I'm done with this. See ya.
Oh.